Wilderness and nations. Wilderness and nation. Every person knows the wilderness is a lonely place, it's a remote place, it's a place where there trees can't grow, land can't rain. That's a wilderness. And the nation, we can call them countries. Let me tell you this, a lot of people are saying that we are trying to make disciples and they are nowhere to be found. Jesus, let me begin with the wilderness. John the Baptist, as he was preaching his message, he was in the wilderness. It was a lonely place. What do you understand by the name lonely place? Meaning it has got no food. So John the Baptist, as he was making disciples, as he was telling them, repent, you snakes, he was in fasting and prayer. Why am I saying so? Because Jesus, when he was late to fast, he went into the wilderness. So man of God and woman of God, people can hear you when you are in the wilderness, because the wilderness is a place where people do not live in there. So only your voice are going to be heard. So we are moving up and down because we are not in the wilderness. The wilderness that I mean, your room can be the wilderness. The wilderness is a place when you arrive, no one can you can get nobody. There is no disturbance. So John the Baptist, he was in the wilderness and people repented. People asked him, what should we do? Then he told them that if you have got food, do this and that. So I've come to tell you that if you are a preacher, you are not in the wilderness, nobody will ask you. Prostitute has to ask you that what should we do? If they are not asking you, you are not in the wilderness. Don't complain that your church is not growing. Let's go into the wilderness. A lot of preachers are afraid wilderness because they know that in the wilderness there is no water, in the wilderness there is no this and that. So in the wilderness demons are there. Why am I saying so? Because when God, the Spirit of God, led Jesus into the wilderness. So don't say that fire, I cannot be in the wilderness. It is God who took Jesus into the wilderness. But when Jesus was in the wilderness, before he began his ministry, he went first in the wilderness in fasting and prayer. So as he was in the wilderness, the devil came to him and tempted him 3 times. But when you are being tempted, once you are saying that temptation, they are over now. Yes, there has to be over, because the Bible says temptation will always come. After being tempted, the angels came and began to minister with him.